everyone just kind of wants to jump right into things already. So, obviously, since you guys have matched on the show, have you guys gone on a date? Have you hung out? All that good stuff?
Yeah, we've gone on multiple dates.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, we've hung out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You said multiple.
multiple dates, yeah.
Oh, Jocelyn, you want to hop in there? Let me know about how the first date went.
The first day was really cool. It was right after we had the recording there. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay. Who chose that spot?
That's a fine first shindig. I mean, you can call it a date, but it's more like a meetup. Like, let's talk real quick. Let's go over here and get something to eat real quick. That's what I
I
said.
tried to take her, I was looking for a nicer restaurant,
Okay.
but I was really impressed with the fact that she was just happy to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, which I think that told me a lot about
Who proposed that though?
her initially. You know,
Okay.
it just says that, yeah, you know, I'm just chill and you don't have to try to impress me.
God. Okay, so she chose Buffalo Wild
Oh, that's right after the show. Okay.
Wings.
Yeah, well, yeah, she saw it and she was like, yeah, let's just go there.
Oh, she looks way different with her hair like that. She looks way different.
And then so this was right after the shooting, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's
And then
fine
from
then. That's
there,
fine.
like, how did things go? How'd you guys, like, how was the communication? How'd you go about planning the second date,
Let me let her speak.
Jocelyn?
Oh, what'd you do, man? What'd you
I'm
do,
sorry,
man?
So after that, we kept in contact. It was a lot of FaceTiming and a lot of just a lot of communication because we live in different states, different time zones, and we also have different schedules as well. So we kept in contact as much as possible. I would call him in the mornings. He would call me between his appointments. Like whenever he was working.
Appointments.
What is it called? Appointments.
Appointments.
Yeah, so he would call me between. So whenever we had time, we would contact each other, and it worked very well. Our second date was to Dave and Buster's, I believe.
Okay.
Our second date was Dave and Buster's. He came to Austin, and we had a great time. Yeah.
Okay. So how soon after did you go over to Austin?
Well, we matched on the 1st of June.
Okay.
And so we spent 2 weeks on FaceTime getting to know each other, asking
Yeah.
questions and all that stuff. And then I was traveling, you know, working.
Okay, sounds good.
And
Sounds
so
good
we
so
ended
far.
up-
So far, so good.
Well, I ended up coming to Austin, I think, on the 26th.
Oh,
Okay.
so- okay.
Traveling around, okay.
Was it 26th? 24th to 26th or so, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Nice.
then, yeah, just spent the week beforehand, before we were going to.
I got
something
videos
else.
and cameras.
Okay,
and
so the
shit.
whole week you were out
That ain't the ring cam like an HD one. Is
there
it?
in Austin. You guys were kind of like going out, doing different things.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So Dave and Buster's was one of them that you did out there.
Dave and Buster's was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What any other fun stuff?
Well, she showed me some places that she was fond of.
Okay.
Some place by the, it's like a river. What's the name of that river place that we went to?
It's like Lady Bird Lake. It was like a boardwalk. It was pretty nice. He bought Capri. Capri's like really cool, yeah.
Yeah. She's allergic to Capri, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I am.
Oh my gosh, what happened?
I got hives. It was actually really bad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how allergies work with pets and
Immediately.
stuff. like-
Immediately.
Immediately.
wow.
Yeah, like I broke out in hives after Capri like touched me.
Damn.
It was yeah.
Oh, okay, so it was like he had. Sorry, is it a boy or a girl?
That's a girl.
A girl. Okay, so so she had to like touch you in order for that to happen, or was like just like being in the same area.
Damn.
I really truly it's never happened to me before. Capri
Oh my
like
God.
Okay, because I was about to say she didn't mention that on the show. That she was allergic. I guess she just didn't know until now. Like,
I really
like allergic to dogs or
I don't know how it happened. I was just playing with Capri. Next thing you know, I have like hives all over my arms and my legs. So
Did you have to go to urgent care or like it?
I thugged it out. I thugged it out a little bit. When I went home, I took a Benadryl and was knocked out. So it was cool.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad.
Got it. So that was the first and last time meeting Capri.
Yes. Oh, no. Well, I think you've been around Capri since, right?
Okay.
Because
Probably. I don't know.
you came to the Airbnb to pick me up and stuff, so you would see her at that point.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it happened again, or you popped a Benadryl beforehand?
No, I just kept her. I kept her away.
Okay.
Damn.
Got it. Okay. So how was the time in Austin? Like, how was it? Like the time spending with each other, all that stuff.
It was cool. So I think he were downtown. I don't really want to give like where I live, but he was like downtown.
No, don't.
Yeah, he was a little bit further away from where I was staying. So whenever I got off of
People already figured it out. Whatever camera picture that was, y'all putting out, hanging out, and hugging each other, jumping on each other in front of houses and shit. It's the internet. People find out where you live by looking at a tree. That's it.
work, I would come down and see him. I think we hung out every day for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, give or take a couple of days.
Okay.
Well, there was one day actually, I think,
One day, what?
because you had to go to Houston. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh.
My life, that's a story for another day. But yeah, I had to go to Houston. Now, ever since the show aired, a lot of things have been happening. But I did have to go to Houston like one night, and then I came back, and that's the day I didn't see him. But other than that night, yes, I saw him every day.
Like every other day. Wow. Okay. Sounds like you guys are spending a lot of time getting to really know each other, all that good stuff. Okay. And then
You can't remember that much, girl. You're up here running around doing a lot. What's going on?
so the week in Austin.
Right.
Busy
After
schedule?
that, have you guys kept communication? How was that going?
Yeah. So about 2 weeks in, I was very excited. We were getting to know each other. I had lists and lists upon lists of questions, and every time I met her up, I would ask her all these questions, just trying to get to know her.
Okay.
And I felt like we had a genuine connection. And
How'd the questions come off, and what questions were you asking? Like, just hang out with her, man. Just be cool, have fun, throw a couple balls, drink some beer, whatever, golf, whatever, batting cages, I don't know. Hang out, have fun.
it really
And then everything will feed in, automatically.
hit me the fact that she wasn't really interested in like going to like nice places and was just happy to do regular things. So I
Okay.
thought it would be nice to do something special for her.
Okay.
Okay.
So I asked her if she would like to go on a vacation trip to a European country of her
Oh,
choice.
shit. That was
And
not engaged or nothing. No, like, not even,
Well, all right then.
not even a month in. Damn. Okay.
and so we ended up.
Some ladies might think that that's crazy, but it happens like that.
She decided on Santorini because she always wanted to go there. She'd never been there,
Okay.
and so I planned for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after you guys, you said you got to know each other, speak all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Right away, you were like, all right, pick a European country.
Well,
Like-
I was already traveling, so I was
Okay.
I was on the road. I'd been on the road for a month, and so I was nearing the end of it. And I thought it was coincidental that I was ending up in Austin, and she lived in Austin. So I was saying at the end of this trip, I also need a break. So
Okay.
so it just worked out that way. But
Got it.
yeah, I just wanted to, have fun and go out and do something adventurous together.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Santorini, Greece. What made you pick that place? First of all, let me backtrack. Were you shocked that, someone who you just met was asking you like, girl, let me take you out of the country? Like, how was that?
It was definitely a shocking question. I haven't been asked that so early within like knowing a person.
Yeah, see? Girls might think now there's some girls on them damn podcasts that be like, girls who take me out the country right now. What's his name? Greg, I know him for 3 hours. Let's go to Greece. I'm good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wouldn't say it was a love bomb, but hey, like I'm here for the delusion regardless. But
See? Now she back and forth 50-50. That is a love bomb. But you talking about I'm here for delusion. Okay.
I had a great time.
You in and you out. You in and you out. What's going on
Yeah.
with you, man?
Okay. So I guess obviously at that time, I know you said you don't want to say it was a love bomb, but obviously you were comfortable enough to be like, okay, I'll be okay with going out the country with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wouldn't ask-
And
I
then
wouldn't
so
ask
once
that
you
so
guys,
early.
got to Greece, how was that? Like, first of all, how was traveling together? Because like I know a lot of people are always like, man, traveling with someone really shows
I would think maybe at least a couple months in, just to be
you
regular.
how they are, all that stuff. Like, how was that?
That is, to be fair, why I did it.
Okay.
Was because we were getting to know each other, and so I was thinking to myself, let's. It's not to say that we're speeding it up, but it's just to like know for sure.
Okay.
And I've had this experience before, where you travel with someone, and through that experience, you get to really see, you know,
Yeah,
the
you really
literal
know.
shits and the metaphorical shits of who they are, and they get to see you as well. And so I think at that point you can make more certain decisions about to proceed or not
Okay.
to proceed.
So in the beginning, the traveling there, that was good for you guys. Like how, Jocelynn, I guess we'll start with you, Jocelynn. Uh-oh. She's shaking her head.
No, traveling there was great. We weren't really sitting next to each other all the time.
It's
Is
a
there
booking
reason?
error.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But overall, it was a great experience.
Is that her hair?
What,
Oh,
the
I'm
traveling
tripping.
was a great experience, or the whole trip altogether?
I was specifically talking about like the traveling there part.
What are y'all
It was
doing?
pretty cool. It was nice.
Okay.
It wasn't like any issues traveling there.
All these camera zooms, like y'all know
Got
something we
it.
don't.
Okay. So now once you guys have gone to Greece, did you guys have like a whole itinerary planned? Like who did the itinerary planning? I feel like you like to do that kind of stuff, or
I deferred to her. I wanted to
Okay,
I wanted to
good.
give her some options and see what she was into, but I think we tried to keep it loose so that
Okay.
every day would feel to some degree like a new adventure, you know.
Oh
okay,
wow.
so you guys didn't do too many like activities, or you didn't plan too much, kind of.
I had an idea of an activity for each day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there was definitely food involved. Restaurants,
so.
and, yeah, restaurant dates and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, walk me through the trip. Like, what'd you guys do? How did it go?
Well, the first day we just went to a restaurant down from where we were staying, and we had a very nice apartment overlooking the city. You know, could watch the sunrise, watch the sunset. It was really nice. We went on a boating trip to see some of the tinier islands,
Okay.
and
Bro, look at this. Y'all look so good. What happened, man? What did y'all do?
yeah, I was just different restaurants.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
Nice.
This is starting to
Rented
blow
an
me
ATV,
already.
and that's how we got around.
Okay.
Cool. So you had the ATV for the whole duration of the trip?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that was.
Yeah. No, over there you could just ride ATVs, you know, like
Wow.
yeah.
Because, you know, I
didn't
know,
know that.
like, I obviously,
I haven't known anybody that has been to Greece and highlighted ATVs in Greece. They usually do that in other
haven't been
places.
to Greece, but
Yeah.
every time I look at Greece and, you know, other people's videos, I just see, like, a bunch of hills and houses on top of
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
tough to
I don't
navigate,
see
for
I
sure.
bet.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, dang, how y'all ride an ATV out there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and obviously, Jocelyn, you chose the place. So, like, did you have things in mind already that you're like, okay, when we get there, we have to do this? And were you guys able to do them?
Yeah, everything I wanted to do, we did. There was this
Okay.
area, like this town called
you got what you wanted?
Oya. It's where most of the houses are white, but there's a few blue tops, like blue.
Oh,
roofs.
I've seen that. Yeah.
That was the main thing I wanted to do. So we saw that, and it was
Okay.
nice. We watched the
Nice.
sunset from there.
Okay. And obviously, you know,
Oh, that's
I
nice.
can tell, like, with the viewers and everyone and here, I can feel that there's quite a lot of tension going on. So, how did that trip end? Or
Arlette, why are you always trying to get to
you know, let's get to it because I'm
Always trying
feeling
to
a
get to
lot of vibes right now, and I don't know if it happened on the trip, after the trip, or you know, who wants to start it off?
We had our very first argument on the 29th.
Not you remembering the date.
Well, I'm a very detailed person.
Okay.
You know, I take a lot of notes.
Hey, she don't remember nothing so far. You remember everything.
I try to be introspective, you know. So like, yeah.
Well, hold on. She remembers what she wants to remember. All the vacation stuff. She did this, you know that, but you can't remember the times they hung out and all this other stuff.
It wasn't really a big deal, but should I talk about it or?
I would just like to say that we realized on this trip that we're not as compatible as we thought we were. We just had disagreements, and we just realized that we're great people. We're just not great for each other. And I personally would like to leave it at that.
Well, that's a cop out, but okay.
Even I will be fair. I will be honest. I am to
Okay.
some degree
It's fair enough.
stumped at the decision not to continue, and we've spent a lot of time throughout the argument.
When somebody says something like he said, that means it's usually like one-sided, and one person is left with no understanding and in the dark about why the person did something to treat them crazy that way or something like that, or just leave them, and you'll probably never get an answer till like 10 years from now.
It's working through, you know, the reactions, but never really addressing the initial cause.
Okay.
And you know, it did start off with her just saying she wants to leave, and
The first disagreement, she said,
that was the second disagreement.
Oh,
The
okay.
first disagreement was when I came to her place,
Austin.
the first time, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I was staying at an Airbnb, but on the last day, I decided we were gonna go over there and pack and stuff. But you know, everything was everywhere, messy. She seemed like she was doing a lot, so I wanted to step in and help. So I was going in to move some shoes around, and then she was reprimanded me, I guess is the way to say it, and just like that would piss her off for me to move stuff around. And so
That's kind of a thing though. Sometimes with people, it's like, hey, don't touch my stuff. I'll like organize it. They got like some crazy, I almost said PTSD, not PTSD. What's the thing where you're obsessed with organizing? I forgot what it's called. Something Mac. One of them things. But yeah, one of the things where it's like they have to do it. They don't like anybody touching their stuff but them. I organize the stuff the way I want. Like I have to put it the way I want to put it. Like it's that type of thing.
Did you
I
ask her
felt-
before you just started moving
well,
stuff?
I didn't.
Okay.
But but that's the thing is, you know, I didn't want to make a big deal of it. She asked me to take the trash out,
Okay.
and I did. But I also felt like you know, she had said to me that she would like to keep an open space, a safe space where I could just tell her things in the moment. So I think for me, it was also a good
OCD, obsession compulsion disorder. That's what I'm saying.
point to test that out. You know, is it okay for me to tell you that the way you're saying that to me made me feel some type of way?
Okay.
You know, so
It made you feel like, what did I do wrong to get that type of tone of voice? This is there something really going on mentally in your head or something like what? And you start thinking about what did I, but then if you actually really didn't do anything, then you start thinking, okay, maybe she's going through something she doesn't want to talk about yet.
So obviously you guys worked through that
worked
one.
through it.
'Cause
Yeah.
You went to Greece afterwards still, right?
yeah, that was
Okay.
Yeah, and we talked about it a bit at the airport, and then yeah, we went on a trip. Everything was great up until I think the fifth day or so.
How long were you supposed to be there for?
Yeah,
Fam, you only don't even know 3 days. I don't know her like that. 3 days. We leave on the 4th that morning,
I don't want to go into too many details, just out of respect to her as
or maybe in the evening, whatever. But I would say 3 days. That's it.
well.
Yeah.
But I think
giving
that at some
detail, too.
point, I also, you know, she wants to go slow, which is fine. I was trying to be respectful of that as a boundary, but I felt that I'd been just going on at her speed for
Okay.
most of the time. So I also wanted to set some boundaries to help me respect her boundaries. So I think that's
Okay.
where the initial communication malfunction occurred, perhaps. And she, to backtrack, I you know, when
Again?
people argue, everyone argues a certain way. You know, my way of calming down is to take breaks and move away and relax, write things down, and then come back and talk about them. And I told her this in the beginning. We were trying to figure out our argumentative styles. So when this happened, I took a break and I went to sit on a stoop. And
Okay.
and you know, so while I was there just talking to a friend of mine, she sent me a text that she wanted to leave and asked if I could take her to the airport.
This is in Greece.
Yeah, that was in Greece, like
Okay.
about the 5th day or so.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I was just like, well, we have an ATV first of all, so I can't drive you to Greece. But I didn't want to do it. I said, if you want to go, you can go. But I asked her not to go. I said, just take a moment, calm down, relax, and then you can decide later on. So that was kind of where things started spiraling.
Okay, so Jocelynn, Eric kind of touched on a bit that at one point during the trip, I believe you said on the 5th day, you said,
So she just left. And just left you in Greece. And how many days did y'all have left together?
That
Don't tell me y'all spent like a whole week, 7 days. Hell no.
yeah, I'm
Not unless it's like my wife or we super duper locked in and we good.
leaving, all that stuff. What led you to come to that point?
What led me to come to that point was
Like, did y'all even sleep together yet? Did y'all do anything sexual or anything yet? Not even that.
how
Or
we
was she trying to slow down with that part and he was trying to take it there and you just wasn't budging and then it just kind of felt uneasy, then something, chemicals get off balance, she start, I don't know, whatever, maybe she's bipolar, who knows? He seems to be confused about a lot of things and he just let it go.
disagreed. We said words that were hurtful to each other,
Oh, you guys did some name calling?
and I held grudges against him, which caused me to be uncomfortable while being there.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be uncomfortable.
You felt like you were about to do something crazy and you didn't know him that well. And you're like, I'm on this trip with only him. It's just us two. This can't be it because I don't know him. He might try to do something to me. I don't know. Because he seems like a nice guy. And usually the nice guys be, they might jump out or he might just be cool. Like, no, but.
Vacation when it's supposed to be a good time. The way we handled the situation in general just showed ourselves. Like I showed off, he showed off, and then it just wasn't a comfortable environment to be in, especially for it to be in a different country and we don't really know each other. I just didn't feel at ease being there for more days with him.
That makes sense too. That makes sense.
I felt like at the time, the best way to get out of an uncomfortable situation is to leave. I'm not saying that was the best decision. Maybe I could have stayed and talked to him and talked it out. But at the time, I did what felt right to me.
Okay. And so you did actually end up leaving.
Yes, I left.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then so after you left, have you guys been in any type of contact, any communication? You have?
Yeah, so after we left, Eric still had to come back to my apartment because we shared a suitcase coming there.
Share the
So
suitcase.
he still came back to my apartment. We talked it out. We hugged. Like we had
Okay.
every discussion, every disagreement we had, we talked about off camera, and I've apologized. He's apologized. A lot of things were
Good.
already
Good.
discussed. So when he came back to the apartment, like it was fine. At least in my head, it was fine. I walked him to the door. It was cool. Like in my head, it was cool. And even afterwards, when he flew back to Las Vegas, I checked on him to make sure he landed safely, making sure he's getting sleep. He told me has more appointments. So we did keep in contact for the day after when we landed back in the States.
Okay. I see here. Jocelyn, you stated like, you guys were having disagreements. You were saying like hurtful things to one another, all of that. How was it like dealing with those disagreements?
It was aggravating. We were disagreeing on things that were
Like petty stuff, maybe?
we were disagreeing about the boundaries that we both set for each other, which is just very
Okay.
childish on both of our end.
That's what I'm saying. Is it
But
petty?
after that, we chose to react off of our emotions at the time. So, in the morning time, I didn't really think that the situation was as bad as it was. But in the morning time, like Eric had like left, and I think you were doing laundry. I mean, he had things to do. I don't really want to say he was just
Doing
up and
laundry?
left, but just that entire day, for the most part, we didn't really speak. It was either he was in the room and I was in the living room, or he was
okay.
out shooting footage, or he was out doing laundry. So we just really weren't talking on the day after we had that huge disagreement.
Okay.
It was to the point, it was almost as
So it's like you can cut the air,
if we
like the tension in the air is so sharp you can just cut it. So thick you can cut
were
it.
avoiding each other. And it was just weird.
Does anybody got the juice? Because this was filmed a while ago. Anybody got the juice on what actually happened? Like,
So you got up the next day and just says,
Well,
do your own
I
thing?
told her
I'm up here looking for tea.
beforehand that I had to do laundry. I'd run out of clothes. I travel with a bag,
Mm-hmm.
So I went out to do laundry. I went out running 3 miles up the hill. I was tired. When I came back,
Damn.
I went to bed. But before I went to bed, we'd made a plan, something she wanted to go see about 5 p.m. or so.
Okay.
And I slept through it. And when I woke up, I asked her, hey, you still want to go do that thing? And she's like, no. So I was like, okay, well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go and shoot some pictures or something. I'd lost the key to the apartment. So I had to go back and look for it. So that's what I did instead. So I was going back
So that was another extra task. You had to do that anyway.
to the location where I'd run to. I found the key. I came back. And that's
I see you over there rolling your eyes, unless you just looked like you was rolling your eyes over there missing, you know, you were just adjusting your blanket like you was.
then where we had another set of conversation.
Man, it's just wasted a trip on you.
Because
God
she
damn.
kind of called me to the couch and like, hey, what's going on? You know? And so I told her, I was like, nothing is wrong. I'm fine. I just feel like I have to be a bit more distant about cuddling and, you know, kissing, because it feels sometimes when I try to do it, it seems like you're uncomfortable. You kind of back away.
Okay.
You know, she wants to kiss, she doesn't want to make out, you know, things like that. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be too overbearing. So I'm going to kind of create a little bit of a boundary. Still want to go do things, you know.
Okay.
But she didn't wake me up, and she said that I should have set an alarm. So, you know, I called her passive. I said that was a passive.
Was she awake when you were supposed to be awake? She didn't want to wake you up. She wanted to do the ignorant thing like, man, he ain't gonna wake up me. He don't want to do it. Forget it. You ain't want to talk to him or nothing like that. No type of interactions to get the program straight. Okay.
Passive statement, because we're in this together. So
Because that would be her interacting with you like, hey, wake up. We got to go do that thing. She didn't want that type of like the whole, it almost seems like they just want to sit in their negative aura and make things even more negative. I'm going to create another scenario for me to get mad at. Oh, what if he oversleeps in the thing? Okay, I get mad at that. You missed my 5 o'clock appointment. We can go see blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm mad again.
you know, wake me up. And yeah.
So all of this was before she said, I'm leaving?
No, she'd already said she was leaving in the afternoon.
Okay.
So
Oh,
she
this is after.
She just decided. I mean, this is literally, I went outside to take a break.
Confusing.
And she sent me a text, I'm going to the airport. It was so abrupt. It caught me off guard. So I was
Randomly.
like, you know, like, what's this nonsense? The Nigerian in me came in, and I was like, you know, I don't understand what you mean you're leaving. Go take
Yeah.
a break and relax. If you want to get an Airbnb, go get an Airbnb. You don't leave, you know, there's nothing to leave.
So how long did you guys have this trip booked?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
7 days.
Oh, hell
7
no.
days, okay.
That's too long. No, I don't know you like that. No.
Okay, and then Jocelyn, you ended up leaving on the 5th day. Or the 6th day, or what day was it?
Was it the 4th? Was it the 5th day?
6th.
I left on the 6th
6? Oh, right before.
day? Okay.
You left on the 6th day, yeah.
I see. Okay, so with
Anyway.
him, with that thing you guys wanted to do, you didn't want to just like wake him up, or what was going on with that part?
So,
Seemed like you about to try to make yourself not look
we were
bad.
already we already knew that there was tension before then. Before he took the nap, before everything, like the big argument happened the day before. So when he went to sleep, I don't know, it's like I don't really know how to explain it. I could have woken him up to answer your question. I could have woken him up. However, it was already talked about what I wanted to do. It was already a time that we set.
It's not looking good.
I don't know. I'm just
You did it on purpose.
considerate. So if I would have done that to somebody else, or somebody else would have planned something that they really wanted to do, and they're dependent on me for transportation, I would have made sure that I was present for that moment.
This don't look good.
And I never woke Eric up ever. I don't wake people up out of their sleep. I would hate for somebody to wake me up out of my sleep. We actually talked about this as well. Like, that's something that we just don't do.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
are you
wake
talking
people up.
about?
That's
What?
one thing I don't like. If you oversleep, like you oversleep. Like it wasn't
If
a
we-
life or death.
Hey. If we know we're supposed to be doing something and we have something scheduled and planned, wake my ass up. I know I'm supposed to be you don't want to be ignorant. Oh, I don't want to wake him up out of sleep. He's sleeping. We talked about this thing. We don't want to wake each other up, which means he might be mad at me, which means he might not want to do the thing after I said I wanted to leave. What are we doing? This trip is all over the place.
Situation.
Skip this part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he overslept, then he overslept. I was upset back in the day. Like, we didn't go to something I wanted to do. Okay, like it was fine.
Come on, man.
Would you say like that was like the last straw for you, him oversleeping?
No, the last straw was the day before. I don't really know. So with me, it's like once my mind is made up on something, it's pretty much made. So when I booked the flight, it was kind of like already like anything he did after that was kind of like, okay, I see. I'm leaving
So
anyway.
On this 7-day trip, or 6, I think you said you left on the 6th. On what day did you realize, yeah, this is it for me, I'm done?
That's a great question. It wasn't. Let me see. Give me a second. I don't really remember what day it was when it hit me like I'm done. It was just a feeling that I had when I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not arguing anymore. I'm not being upset anymore. You know, it wasn't necessarily like, oh, this day I got mad. It was just really like a feeling like I don't want to feel like this. I don't have to feel like this. You know, so that's really what happened. I don't know what day that was. I really don't know. It was probably the day I booked the flight, to be honest.
See, she don't remember nothing. It's one of those things where it's like you're in the moment, you're in your feels, you want to get out of the situation you're in, and you just do a dramatic thing, you just leave or fly from Greece all the way back, leave him on the show. Okay. Now when you look back, you'll be like, damn, I did some fucked up shit. That's crazy. Like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And the thing is, there's nothing else for her to really say. You just have to admit, I shouldn't have did that. That was messed up, but I had to do this because I felt uncomfortable in this situation, and just admit that, hey, I left. I did. I left. I'm sorry that it had to be that way, but I left. I know it's something I shouldn't have did, but I felt in that moment I had to do it. I apologize. I'm sorry. But they already said that they hugged it out and everything. So, but it's just her explaining that now. It doesn't sound like what I just said. It sounds like if you already talked and hugged about it and everything, you can just come out and say it now. Like, look, that was my bad. Whoop. It seems like you're still stuttering now. Like,
but I just
like y'all haven't talked about it already.
Just had a feeling. I'm like, I don't want to argue with this man anymore. I don't want to be uncomfortable in a foreign country with this man anymore. So that's really what it was.
Okay,
but
that's
afterwards,
that's it.
I didn't want to have a dating relationship with Eric anymore because I think Eric can still be a great person. So I was hoping that we can have a platonic, just cordial friendship afterwards. I know I didn't want to date him anymore.
Probably not.
But I didn't want.
I'm not gonna beef with you. We can be acquainted with each other. Hey, I know her. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. And then that's it. Keep it moving.
It to be as if
I want to be your friend. No.
He's out of my life completely because he is cool. Like Eric is a cool guy. Like honestly, he's cool. He has a lot of skills. Plays instruments. He's a really cool guy. Honestly, he has a lot of great qualities about himself. I just didn't want to date him anymore. So, yeah.
Okay.
And your DMs probably blew up, huh?
Anything you want to add to
your
that?
DMs blew up off of that show.
Just wrap this up.
Yeah.
I take notes, so I have the dates. July 5th was the day we went to dinner. It was the day that we had a conversation. You asked me to tell you what my expectations were of you. I told you that I would like more hugs. I said you're bad at hugs. Remember that? So she said, yeah, I'm going to work on that, And I told her that I felt like every time I gave her hugs, maybe she was feeling like it was trying to lead to something else. I'm like, no, the hug is really just a hug. Like, just put your arm around my head, and that's all it needs to be, And so she's like, yeah, I'll do better, and that was that. The dinner was great. The next morning is when I went for the run early, and I wake up early, I go for the run. So when I came back, she wanted to have a conversation that afternoon because she said things were seeming weird and I seemed distant. So I was trying to explain to her why I was distant. First of all, I was tired, but second of all, I'm just trying to give you some some space, and I don't want to feel like I'm overcrowding you, essentially. And it was literally within 20 minutes of that conversation, she'd send me the text, "Can you take me to the airport?" So it came out of nowhere, literally.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, after this trip,
Man,
did you guys? I know you said, did you guys communicate at all after
they
this
did.
trip, or
They
was
hugged,
she
right?
left
Yeah,
and
they
that was
hugged it out and everything.
I think you had mentioned you guys shared a suitcase, so eventually you had to see him again. So how did that happen?
It was cool. Like, honestly, so from everything that we just expressed to
I think she also realized, she don't want to say it, but she looked back like, you know what? A lot of that stuff was petty. That was dumb. I could have did things differently. I didn't have to feel the way I did, but in that moment I did. And you start to think about the positives. And I think it's one of those things where the positives outweigh the negatives expeditiously, to the point that she probably feels so fucked up about the shit that happened. She's just like, damn, this dude was really overall a great guy, probably the best guy. I've never had a trip and all that and love bombed. Okay, cool, that's one thing, but people could think you're crazy sometimes. But she's probably thinking about, hey, this was more good than bad, and I think I might have messed up on some things. Or maybe he's saying he messed up on some things. Maybe they could have both done better. But I think in her head, from what it seems like from him, it seems like she was starting all the crazy drama messages, popping off at him. He's like, whoa, what did I do? You know what I mean?
us getting back to Austin, we had conversation. Everything seemed
And then she probably got niggas in her DMs, because she was fine as hell on that show.
fine. We came to understanding that we both said things that didn't need to be said. We both did things that didn't need to be done. Like, we've had conversations and everything was fine in my eyes. I thought everything was fine. When we got back to Austin, we talked about the trip. We said our goodbyes. He got his stuff, walked him to the door. He left. Yeah, and the next day he took a flight. I checked on him. I was like, hey, are you at the airport? Did you make it there on time? He was like, yeah. It was just regular. It was regular conversation, as if you're checking in on a person who's taking a flight. That's really what it was. I made sure he landed.
But meanwhile, I was like, why are you checking in on me after you've just walked away from me? I'm like, the thing was weird to me, because I was like, if this is a simple disagreement two people can have, we've apologized to each other, so we continue. It's 2 arguments. It's not enough to decide you don't want to speak to someone anymore.
So in your head, after that trip, and after she was checking in on you, you were still in the thought process that you guys were still dating.
After the I'm sorry, I forgive you, I forgive you, I thought, okay, yeah, we're back on track. We've sorted it out.
Okay.
So
so how did you find out that you guys are no longer dating?
Yeah, how'd you find that out? That she didn't even. Yeah, how'd that happen?
she sent me some pictures to edit. I edited the pictures. I sent them back to her. We, she went to London, which we by the way, we had a whole day, because she booked the trip at 6 p.m. on the 6th. So we had still the whole day to spend together. We were sitting on the couch.
Okay.
We were cuddling on the couch.
This
finally.
is in Austin?
No, this was still. This
so
was
you're
the day after.
backtracking back to
I'm
Greece.
backtracking, yeah. So she's already had a decision to leave. She's already bought the tickets. There's nothing
this
we
is
can
still
do
back
about
in
that.
Greece. Okay.
We've apologized to each other. She's more calm. I'm more calm.
Okay.
So from that point on, I'm like, okay, well, maybe everything's fine.
Yeah.
So the next day, when the day
When she
the
leaves.
6th, yeah, the day she's
She still decided to leave. What the hell?
leaving, we're still cuddling on the couch.
What?
Like we watched a movie together.
I
We went
guess,
to
I don't know.
breakfast. So that's where the confusion is, because it's like,
Dude, she used you for the trip. She don't like you. I'm just leave it at that. Let's just proceed.
if you're that angry, why are you so comfortable still being next to me, still cuddling with me? See what I'm saying?
Okay.
She was acting. She don't really like you.
So it just creates a lot of
So
confusion
then
for me.
from Austin to Las Vegas, she said, obviously she's checking on you, make sure you get there okay. In your head, everything's still good.
No, when I got to her apartment, I had to ask her one last time. I'm like, tell me straightforward. Are we still good? Are we not good? Are we not dating?
Yeah.
She's like, no, I have no interest in further dating. So I was
Okay.
like, all right, sounds good. I won't bring it up anymore.
Got
And
it.
from
So
that point
that
on,
was the last point.
from
That's
that point
it.
on, yeah, it was done. But the next morning, she's still checking on me on my flights. So again, see what I'm saying? I'm like, if we're done, why are you checking on me?
I mean, she said she thinks you're a cool person.
I understand, but
You're a human
I'm
being
not.
that she
I'm
cared
not
for at one
looking. I'm not
point.
looking for no friends. I got
Yeah, she's trying to be his friend, Arlette. Come on now.
plenty female friends that are just my friends.
Okay.
So it's like if we're not dating, like
So you want to just
cut the losses
cold
and move
turkey,
on.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, which is what I tried to do. I just
Yeah, she cut it off. So it's like, don't even like, you know, checking in to see if somebody landed okay. You could just send her a thumbs up or just put thanks with a THNX. Put that, and then that's it. Boom.
didn't respond anymore, and I was just, just letting it fizzle out. It's only been a month. That's not, anyone can recover from that.
Yeah.
There's no hard emotional investment.
Okay.
Damn,
All right.
man.
Well,
Yeah, man.
Obviously,
That's
we
messed
Just
up.
how it goes sometimes.
yeah.
You got to have that one experience. So that's a story to tell for today. Just, took a girl to Greece and she dipped and she tried to be friends with me and I said, hell no, fuck out of here. Yeah, bro. It seems like she just used you for the trip. And it did some I've heard about some girls do some diabolical things just to get stuff out of guys. Then go crazy and then leave and then like what the hell? You know what I mean? But then later on sometimes they circle back around like, so yeah, you was like my bad. They'll by themselves, they'll be like, yeah, you cool as hell, my bad. Like we can just do something and I'll pay for it. Like, no, I'm good.